And good morning. There we go. Let's get things aligned. All right, where were we? I know where we were. We are going to be removing significant amounts of injection pin marks. Yes, we are. And by the way, happy Tuesday. Okay. Hey, Ray. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Hey, Ken. Welcome. What's going on, man? Ken, I was thinking of you earlier today. I was thinking how lucky you are to be in the Springfield area rather than in the DC area. You know, I mean, Springfield still allows for people, I'm guessing, to panhandle, whatever the proper terminology is, allows people to I guess try to collect funds at intersections. I think that's being shut down in DC. As we try to beautify, by the way, thank you. It's not the only reason why I was thinking of you. But yeah. What? Outraged. Outraged. That's right. See? You're lucky. Up here, that's okay. That's acceptable. Not down there. All right, we're going to have to do some sheer face shear 500 work here and come back to adding this piece in later because these things are just a little too deep. I love the smell of surfacer in the morning. It smells like victory. Two, and we're almost there. Excuse me. That was odd. Okay, there we go. Whew. All right, so we got some surfacer down on those injection pin marks. So let's see, make sure there isn't anything going on the inside here. Assuming everything like that is looking good. So we're going to leave it just like that. I want to watch Macbeth 2021 with Denzel Washington. It looks amazing. Who directed? Not the parts cleaner. Oh. Joel Coen and two. Oh, really? Oh, it's like a partly a Coen Brothers film. Ooh, that's kind of enticing. So many films out there. I started watching Sorcerer on Sunday. Just too many, too much other activity, and then by the time I actually settled in to watch, it was like I was collapsing. But hopefully, sometime later this week, I'll be able to wrap that up. I'd like to get it done before the weekend. Let's see. Okay, let's move on to other things. Others. Quitter. I know. Oh, nice. Is that you just wait for me to say something, Peter, then chime in something like that? Good morning, Peter. What's going on, brother? Hey, Tony. Welcome. How are you? Wait, I'm wrong. Directed by Justin Kurzel. I know Justin. No, I don't know Justin. Who the hell is Justin Kurzel? Hey, Peter. Hello. Hello. Saying in his best flounder imitation. Hello. Tony. Doing okay. I'm above above. Okay, I'm assuming by frown. I mean, I guess you mean ground. Yes. Gello. Good morning, a beautiful space noise. Good morning, beautiful Joe. How are you? Sorry, it is Joel Cohen. You're so confusing, Ken. God, yes, yeah, dude. First thing in the morning, trying to type correctly. Yeah, right. I get it. Been there, done that. I'm assuming that is supposed to be there. I'm assuming. Hey, Mike. Good morning. How are you? Hope you're having a fantastic day, Mike. Fantastic. Okay, give me a second. Went to Syracuse yesterday to visit a friend closing his hobby shop after 50 years. Another one down. Sad day for the industry. Yep. Walt's Hobby Town. Another hobby town. Jesus, man. So, Mike, can I just ask a question? How's Hobby Town doing in general? I'm sure that there are locations that are doing fabulously, but they would be. But how is Hobby Town just in terms of its I guess they're all franchised, right? And then we'll talk about something positive. There's a Hobby Town in Colorado closing this month. Oh, special in Colorado too. Lovely. Lovely. Drinking out of a Hobby Town mug. I am. New co owner brings changes that not everyone may agree with, which is okay. You can always bring changes that may not be beneficial, but yes. But yeah, Peter, of course. So this is a customer appreciation mug from Hobby Town, and I don't think I was there for it, but I appreciate getting the mug. Talk about the huge gyro I had with Olga last night. Tzatziki sauce. Nice. Nothing like a good gyro. Yeah. Trying to figure out what the hell that thing is. See, I'm looking at that thing like it looks like a nub. So I'm going to remove it. If it looks like a nub, it might very well be one. Cats are active this morning. So, Mike, I may be heading. I mentioned this yesterday. I think I'm going to be doing. I think it's going to be 4 shows in a row, with the one on October 11th in Hudson, New York. I'm doing the Hudson Valley show, I think. Depends on timing and just trying to get some stuff coordinated, but I believe I'm going to be doing that one. So the truck is painted. Yay! Base coat. I'll start weathering soon. Nice. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm looking forward to seeing it after I watch the movie too. But I'm really excited. I get the Pierre George. You will have to try this place, Olga's Greek Kitchen. I will try it. Of course. If I get up that way, hell yeah. There we go. Hudson, New York, south of Albany, still 2 hours from us. Yep. Yeah, that's where. So that show is on October 11th. That's the Hudson Valley show. Our regional coordinator, Mark, I believe that is his home base. So looking forward to checking out that show. Oh, you're effing kidding me. Gluing a part in place, not having to remove it. Shite. Come on. Fuck off. The hell is that? Oh, I see what it is. Damn it. Part of a model, actually, it's supposed to be. This little wingtip got flipped down, just preventing it from sitting tightly on the model. Let's see if we can do this again. Give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Now it's sitting nicely. Now it's sitting nicely. Okay. Take a look at that in a second. I spilled an entire bottle of Exothin cement the other day. Oh no, Peter, are you serious? Did it hit any models? Any damage? The list of trips for first timers in Michigan. Not a bad thing. Having a list of places to hit. Then again, Michigan is huge. You might want to kind of keep it a little centralized. Peter, I didn't spill mine, but I did leave a cap loose on an entire bottle. New bottle and evaporated, kind of the same, and just not as messy. Yeah. Keep them bottles tight. Anyway, Tuesday. Anybody got anything special going on today? Anyway. So Clint work on the starting to scratch. Oh, really? He's working on what, the master grade? I'm assuming it's a master grade. Ooh, that's cool. Hopefully he'll pop in at some point and say, "Hi, here's what I'm working on." Michigan's a beautiful state. Depends on where you're gonna be. But there's a lot to do there. One of the things I'm finding is you can go anywhere and there's always a lot of stuff to do somewhere. Hey, Dwayne. Good morning, brother. What's going on? Today is run mom and dad to the doctor's day for me. Chauffeuring. Yeah. Tony, by the way, how are you feeling? How's your recovery going? Are you almost there? There. No, I was soaked up by the AFV club instruction sheet. Oh, really? Did it preserve it or did it melt it? Or did it do nothing? Just got up. Feels good to be home. Yeah. When did you guys get home? Yes, and pushing wheelchair. Oof. Ouch. Yeah. Oof. Actually, almost done with this runner. Yeah, we're almost done with this runner. Because we're feeling pretty close to 99%. That's good. That's good. Tony, once you get to full recovery, will you be are you retired or are you going back to work? E23, make sure I get the right one, right place. Right around 60. Oh, wow, long day. Wow. It sounds like you guys probably took like some slow route home type of thing, hanging out and doing some stuff along the way. Okay. Of course, I'm being a little extra paranoid with my bottle. The one thing I am noticing with these models is, are they 100% scale accurate at 172? And I'm not sure that they are. Sometimes things feel a little bit thicker. Again, I don't know the vehicle well enough to say yes or no. But I am going to take a look at the box art in a second. And 100% disabled vet. Got it. Yeah, one good. Well, and as a disabled vet, I'm glad that you were able to be not have to be forced to work. I hope that that remains the case forever and ever. Amen. Hey, Nick, good morning. How are you? And I apparently cannot type not yet enough coffee yet. That one 10% until I'm on my second cup. Nice. Given the craziness of what's going on with, it's not sitting well. There we go. That's sitting better. I think I'll glue it from the inside too. There we go. Now she's sitting well. Perfect. Anyway. Cap. Yeah, I'm wondering how close to. So this is the same type of model that I was dealing with the, if you guys remember the bustle on the ZTQ15, where I restructured the entire bustle to get the right number of slats. I think all of these kind of have some inaccuracies in scale. At 1/72 scale, I think it's a matter of looking at it and saying, yeah, that's close enough. I, for the life of me, cannot tell. I don't know. That looks pretty thick to me. I'm looking at the framing that's going around the one of the antenna whips. I mean, granted, this is box art, but it looks like it's pretty thick. I'll take a look at that at some point. Look at it a little more closely. So whatever, yeah, whatever. Oops, nope. Yeah. Whatever the scale might be, if nothing else, this thing does look really, really good. I did start working on another one of these Mang 1/72 scales last night. I started working on the High Mars, which is a wheeled vehicle rather than a tracked vehicle. There's one. Elimination of nub, one. And there's number 2. Let's get rid of some mold lines. Anyway, actually, those are really, really small. They may not even be a mold line. But there we go. Oh, wow. What? We're up to 15 people? What? It's kind of crazy. Something tells me that that's not right. Hatches? Hatches? We don't need no stinking hatches. Hell of a body count. Hell of a body count. Yeah. Oh. Can't sing that song. Tempting as it is. Bang, bang. Okay. Well, now we're getting back down to some real numbers. I do miss the early days of me being on YouTube, where we basically had, just the incessant amount of spamming. No, I'm kidding. I don't miss it at all, but I was thinking about it. F14, F15. Actually, before we do that, we're going to put this part on. This allows me. No, it doesn't. Shit, I got a couple more things. No, not going to do that. I was thinking about eliminating a runner, but that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Do not glue. Okay, I won't glue. Upon pain of death, do not glue. I am I am always surprised. Hold a second. Yes. I could, if I really wanted to, replace those handles. I really don't want to, so I'm not going to. Having said that, I do have a question. So, obviously, over the last 5.5 years almost, and the last 6 months of doing it here on YouTube, I've built I think we've all built a group, right? There's a group here. I guess what I always am fascinated with is, and it's come up in conversation at home. It's like, why? What's the why do people kind of pop in and just kind of like stay tuned in? And I'm not asking this for any other, any specific reason, because I look at it from the perspective of people kind of come in, and then it's almost like for many reasons, it's people just like are like, okay, I'm here and I'm going to tune out. I'm wondering, are you watching this because of, you're doing something during your morning routine? Some people engage more, some people don't engage at all. And this isn't a criticism or vilification or anything. It's more, I'm just kind of curious as to, is this part of your morning routine? Like for me, when I get up in the morning, depending on the morning, I'm going to be obviously making coffee and doing that kind of thing. And while I'm doing that, I will listen into, say, either a YouTube channel, whatever's kind of like the flavor of the day. Some days it'll be a YouTube channel. Some days it'll be politically based. Sometimes it'll be an audio book. Some days it'll be music. But there's like something going on in the background. I don't know why I'm here. For real? There's a reason to wake up and hang out a bit in the mornings for me now. And I just chill and drink my coffee. Yep. Okay. And again, there is no right or wrong answer. I'm just kind of curious. Because there is obviously people, you're giving your time to do this. You are giving your time. You could be doing 50 other things. Maybe not. Like I said, I'm not trying to chase people away. I'm trying to understand what the motivation factor is for people when they are on. And maybe Nick's 100% right. Maybe it is that I really don't know why. Like sometimes for me, when I do certain things, a lot of it's also, becomes a little bit of a habit. Hey, Austin, good morning. What's going on, brother? It's early and keeps me company while drinking coffee. Lots of good conversations happening. Okay. And Nick, please, again, just everybody who I'm asking this of, this isn't a criticism. I'm just curious. Like I said, for me, I also do certain things, once you do something enough times, it becomes a bit of a habit, right? So as an example, like I try to watch Mike's live stream every Wednesday, and it is rare that I will miss it. It's not rare. It's actually become more common, but every day it's like, I'm thinking it's on my agenda. It's on my calendar to watch. However, whether I can or not is based on family or any other obligation that I've got. Some days I do turn on and tune out. That must be the 7 p.m. thing on Thursdays, right, Nick? Distraction away from all the BS around me at work. Really? I'm a distraction? Wow. Damn. Austin, what's going on, by the way, brother? How are you? How you feeling, my friend? So an example that I also like to use, I find all the sanding soothing. I would too, actually. Thought you might enjoy that, Nick. One of the guys that I like to watch, John Bias. He does pre-recorded stuff. And what I like about John is, especially when I'm driving and just listening to him, because what he's doing is he's pretty static, working on a couple things. He's talking about process. He's talking about, a whole lot of stuff. I love watching John Bias. And do I learn a lot from him? And the answer is no. It's like it's anywhere from a 20-minute to an hour-long video. Do I learn a lot in that time, percentage-wise? No. But I love watching John Bias because in the same way, to me, it's relaxing, it's soothing. I love his approach to modeling, and just listening to him is both comforting and enjoyable. Good. Spent the weekend at the lake. Kids learned to kneeboard. Nice. What lake? Morning, Tom. What's going on, brother? I like the company in the morning. Yeah. And I can understand that too. I also appreciate This is why I don't do pre-recorded stuff also. First of all, I just don't have the energy to do pre-recorded, but also the reason why I like to do this, because this allows for engagement. You know, if you want to, like I said, I've said all the time, you want to learn something, other people that you're going to be learning from a lot more so than me. I do this primarily for engagement. Oh, I'm in Washington, New Hampshire. Oh, nice. Yeah, beautiful part of the world. Waking up at 6:30 is painful right now until I readjust, I would imagine. Yeah, it's enough to do without it. Exactly. I thought about it. I mean, the videos that I made for launching the YouTube thing, both the OSG Unleashed thing as well as the live stream here, those took as long as this, doing one of these in the morning, just because it's like, okay, rewatch, record. Do I like it? No. Make some changes, rewatch. It just, yeah, no, I'm not interested in that. Editing, enjoy. For a while now, I'm like, damn it, I need to edit that video footage I have sitting on the phone. Yeah, exactly. That's why, and more power to people who can do that. You know, this is why, you know, when people talk about, like, you know, building their channels into becoming like influencers and all that stuff, to do that right requires a fuck ton of effort. And to anybody who does it and does it successfully, you know, Martin Kovac, Hank Gilbert, Plasmo, David Damick, you know, these guys, you know, guys who I watch, John Bias and as well. These guys, they've earned it, because that's a lot of effort. You know, you're not just a modeler, you are a content creator in the true sense. Clean. Like my channel's small, it puts no pressure on me yet. Yeah. I managed to get one of 2 videos out Sunday. Still have other ones. I still have to check out your channel. And I apologize, Tony. Actually, you know what? I'll check that out afterward. There have been mornings when it's like, all right, I need to find something to watch to keep me going. I should probably just check out one of your videos. Hey man, no worries. No. I feel like you do me a solid, I'm gonna do you a solid. I think that's the way it should be. But again, it's interesting to see, you know, that I was also thinking how much I'm wondering, like what Mike was saying earlier about is the hobby starting to shrink? This hobby's not going to go away. First of all, let's just be honest. Anybody who's saying, "Oh, we're in the death throes of," or scale modeling is in the death throes, it's like, no, that's not true. However, I think the days of having a hobby shop open up, you know, do some online retailing, and like, hey, it's like, you know, shooting fish in a barrel kind of thing. I think those days are behind us, because I think you're starting to see, you know, we had the massive, I'm assuming, and I don't have any statistics on this. I'd love to get some statistics. I've actually tried to find them. It's hard. But you know, you're looking at like the COVID bump where people are like, I got nothing to do. I got to do something. And they got into this hobby, and there will be a bunch that remain. And there's a whole slew who are like, I'm done with this hobby. Now I can go out and about in the world. What was I doing else? Oh, let me sell all this stuff off. but there are a bunch who have stuck with it. F14. About 5 minutes. I should be able to get this thing done. But it's just, like I said, just kind of thinking about where ultimately the hobby will end up. These look, I think they reversed them. That one is thinner. They got the parts wrong. Not that it matters per se, but they did get the parts wrong. I was seeing a lot of people selling off their backlog and build kits too. Yeah. Good luck with that. I'm selling off my built kits. It's like, why the fuck do I want to buy something from like that? I mean, unless you're selling it at like a fire sale. Thank you, but no thank you. I have every belief that the hobby will continue. It's still in a very good place. But I think we're through with the COVID bump, and now we're capturing people because they want to be doing this rather than, oh my God, I got to do something. I think it's and I hate to use this terminology, but I think it's the best way of explaining it. I think we have people who are now in this hobby honestly. Brick and mortar mall shops have been disappearing since the 80s. Online shops doing much better. I don't even think they're doing much better, to be honest. I think we're seeing the retrenchment in that regard too. You can say I've ever wanted to buy a build kit, no matter whose work, it defeats the joy of me building. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm 100% the same way. It's also the same reason why I don't do commission work, because it's like, why would you want to buy a model from me? Yeah, no, thank you. Brick and mortar shops have been disappearing since the 80s. Online shops doing much better. Yeah, I don't think that that's 100% true either. Don't get me wrong. I know brick and mortar in general has been suffering, across the board, but not all brick and mortar. Okay, let's get. This is kind of wild. They actually reversed the part number. So just looking at it from, if I go by how they're saying I need to assemble this, they reversed F14 and F15, the parts. I'm going to assemble it the way the instructions are showing, not using the part numbers that they're suggesting. Not the part order that they're suggesting, I should say. Let's see. That's how I get a bunch at once. My box of built Gundams for $100. Yeah. And if you're not into assembly, I guess it's a fabulous way of getting into the hobby. If you want to just get right to the painting phase, little tweaking and you're off and running, right? A little bit of cleanup, but yeah. For me, it kind of defeats the purpose too. Better as in, I use them as scrap or practice. Yep, that's not a bad idea. Let's see, new brick and mortar shops, online shops. I think you did see a bunch of brick and mortar stores open up. A lot of it Gundam based. I mean, up in this area, Gundam Planet, I don't know how long they've been around, but they kind of blew up. Gundam Galaxy, I assume they opened up just around the time of COVID or just before. I'm going to keep that nub there, or not nub. Gundam Pros was like that. I mean, now they become online because they lost their space. My best friend was on a kick of buying kits for me to build for him. Thank God that is over. With I built 4 and his choices are not kits I would have built otherwise for sure. Yeah, pass. Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. All right. Give me one more time to get this thing kind of arranged. It's like that. It's like that, y'all. Oof. That's rough. All right. This they could have done better with. But I'm also going to leave that here for now. I'm not going to glue it all because it is 7 o'clock and I do need to get going. Maybe I will glue it. Okay, we'll glue it. Fine. For kit bashing, still need to take the prefix, but those shops did online also. No. First RGK he bought me, I was like, damn it. Nice. Why'd you buy me an RG? Why? Oops. Completely missed a nub. There we go. Done. Later, Nick. Have a good one, brother. Enjoy the rest of your day. There's Space Nines. Take it easy, Joe. Have a good one, too. I'm going to be bailing here in just a little bit. Yeah, I'm just going to actually glue. Sorry, I know I probably did a little coitus interruptus. I will likely end up gluing these things. Yeah, this thing is saying the ability to glue these parts together, not very smart. Not really good. It's very small contact. I will likely end up fixing this thing in place at some point. I don't like the way this is lining up. It's a really small contact patch. Damn it. Totally coming apart now. Damn it. Come on. Oh, fuck. If this were Bandai, there would be and again, I know Bandai is the gold standard. If this were Bandai, there would be a different way of these parts coming together. Gotta refin cement those. Can't really hold them very easily either. Okay, let me see if I can actually do that with these guys. Let's see if this will work. Hopefully I can actually hold it in place and then thin cement it afterward. That was an old RG, not the newer tech. Stupid pre-built inner frame parts were so weak. I know, but those models are still really good. I built a few of those, and yes, the frames suck, but at the same time, wow. Like the Zaku that I built, the mine layer, was great. Oh, for fuck's sake. I mean, honestly. Let's see if I can do this thing without launching these parts, because I feel that that's exactly what's going to end up happening. As soon as I start putting pressure on this thing, it's going to explode. No, but it's not even close to being lined up. Okay. So much for getting ready for work. It's also rocking a little bit there, so I'm wondering if there's something causing it to stick out. Hey, Edwin, good evening. Can be comparing to Bandai. Bandai is special. I think you can compare to Bandai. I think if you have a gold standard, Bandai and Tamiya, absolutely you can make a comparison. I think it's only fair that you do it too. All right. There we go. Checking these surfaces again. I may just glue it in place. I mean, honestly, it's like I don't really care if this thing swivels or not, frankly. In fact, that's exactly what we're going to do. I really don't care. In fact, the other thing we're going to do is going to take down these pegs. Don't need them to be that long. What's going on, Edwin? Got another minute or so before I'm bailing here. Let's get rid of that cat here. Good. That's looking better. Squeeze. And I will do repair on that tomorrow. There we go. All right, that's good. I'm just going to clean up that part tomorrow and we'll be good. Oh no, got the flu, but already alive. Yesterday, we'll work on something tonight before I go to sleep. Oh, Edwin, I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. I hope you're feeling better. Oof. Ouch. All right, guys, time to tune out. So tomorrow I am not on because we were taking my daughter down to college. Yeah, well, fast. Exactly. I'll be taking my daughter down to college, but I will be back on Thursday morning and we'll go from there. So in the meantime, stay safe and stay sane, everybody. Thanks for being on today. Always a pleasure. And thanks for chiming in and letting me know. I'm curious as to the feedback, like why people watch. Curious. Later, Ken. Later, Tom. But guys, go out there, do good, brighten the world as much as you can. Crazy world, insane world. It is insane. Made happier by watching South Park last night. I will tell you that. Do good, enjoy, but go out there and show some kindness and respect for other people. Just treat people with respect and dignity. I'll be back on Thursday. Enjoy the day. Love you all. Peace.